what the game wants, right?
Facilitator.
Yeah, facilitator.
And there you go.
Aurora and Cho.
Oh man, Chidera has a lot of option here. You can go for a no, it's not. It's gotta be a Moskov actually. So it's for sure going to be a Purify on Chidera, knowing that there's just way too much CC in front of them. But so far, Chidera on the Moskov, I believe, is still sitting at a 0% win rate in this series, I believe. Right?
Yeah, he has not won on the Moskov.
And there's some weird miscalculations that Chidera made, and I'm sure it's gonna show that he's improved over that game. He knows what to do. He knows where the line is, and he's not gonna go over it.
Final thoughts, Colius? Match point?
No.
That's it? Plain and simple, Fnac? Do you want to elaborate?
Nope.
All right. Fnac for Sheffin as well, again, back to back.
What?
So now we're going to throw it over to the casters. Realize, take it away.
Fnatic Onic, their hands trembling, their empire under siege. Could the conquest be pulled off by Geek fam? Will we finally see a new champion after 4 seasons? Will this be the end of the Sky Kings?
Man, history in the making right here, right now. Match point for Geek fam. Both teams having a great deal of potential here. We have the control mages, we have the frontliners. Man, the God of Kacha finally making an appearance right here in the hands of Veldora. No phobias. God of Kacha is his pick. Running into the Vengeance, not the Revitalize. And with 2 Purifiers to respect the Tegriel. And for Fnatic Onic not having any defensive spells, just flickers across the board. Definitely a risky proposition. Looking at the emblems by IndieHome here, tenacity for both front lines of Geek fam, the Hylas and the God of Kacha. And in the gold lane, that's the Master Assassins for Chidera, going up against the weapon mastery for CW. So it's once again a bid to the late game for Fnatic Onic. We've seen how that plays out, man. It's going to be a dangerous game.
What's your projection on the top side on the XP lane? Who really wins the team fight, or will it much more be a prio or rotational type of play for the XP laner?
I personally prefer the Gatot in general over the Cho. More crowd control, more survivability, better macro attempt.
Less execution needed.
Exactly,
That's
true.
Easier.
But you also do a lot more things independently, right? You can kind of have your own crowd control tool, you can do damage, you can kind of regen with your passive, and of course that macro presence.
Yeah.
With Geek fam having the Spear of Destruction and the Avatar of the Guardian, Fnatic Onic are always second guessing, always thinking that that could be a possibility.
Yeah, global presence. It's the name of the game for Geek fam. They have both of that already. And now the turtle respawns. Of course, Geek fam, they are quick to respond, but Fnatic Onic, they have 4 members corralling this site.
That's a Jiku doing the way to drag it into the Frigid Glacier. Revitalize, trying to save him there, but it's not going to be enough. Vincent taken down. Now it's a freeze over to Veldora. Do some damage back to Rez. Wow, walk in again with the Jiku Do. Finding Beloyski. A 2-kill lead for Fnatic Onic as we get into the game. 2 minutes in, this will be free. The turtle for Fnatic Onic.
It was an interesting situation there. Geek fam with getting so far up, taking the brunt of all the crowd control. In theory, right, they have a lot of frontliners that can kind of pressure away using Beloyski on the Hylas, Veldora on the Gotthard, who got level 4 by rotating to the mid lane there. But no, the Avatar of the Guardian wasn't even used. So that was an interesting development, but look at this, CW!
Yeah, showing him that it's the Beatrix, not you, that solo killed me.
Bottom side becomes even much more spicier. Chidera has been able to dominate CW in the past 2 games. I feel like it has been very hard for him. Now, of course, they're going in 1v1.
Oh! It's the Beatrix CW! Trading into the Wesker as he struck the Bennett's Rage. Wow, the creativity of just the decision to go for Wesker.
Wow, he just knew. He just got a read on Chidera and how he was supposed to play there. Man, I wonder if he actually got grazed by the Bennett's Rage as well. Wow. Look at the hero combo here. This was standing at 100%, I believe. Now it's 1 loss. The Suyo and Beatrix was completed by the Hylas as well in the first 2 games. Now it's a different composition, a different combination that Fnatic Onic want to have. With Keyboy, an equally impressive playmaker, matching up to Beloyski that's now on the front line. It's definitely an interesting game unfolding before our eyes.
And of course, bottom side, Chidera has to play a bit more safe. He has to even run the Purify. Because of the humongous amount of CC coming in from Fnatic Onic, they have so much control as well. But the Geek fam, what are they eyeing on? What are the timers, Arashi?
Geek fam, they gotta wait for, I think, either power spikes for Vincent, for sure. And along with that, I think Veldora. If Veldora can get champion up and actually, again, do the hybrid job of taking damage and dealing damage, they can really swing the fight in favor of Geek fam, especially if he gets face-to-face against Kyrie. But look at this, oof. A Tigreal and a Cho running at you, that is a terrifying sight.
Very, very terrifying. You can see the hand cam of Kyrie obviously here on the Suyo. Turtle started. Keyboy able to go for the shove into the Project here. Nothing you can do, Veldora, not even on a Gato Kacha. I don't know, man. The Vengeance, is it really the answer to this burst comp over the Revitalize, Arashi? Kyrie, 2 free turtles. Moskov getting a bit of hits over to the turret up top.
I feel like he popped the Vengeance quite late there as well. In theory, right? If you can't really get, if you're stun locked so far, you can't even use, you can't even hit using your passive, then the Vengeance makes sense. But he hasn't really been using it well, regardless. The Beloyski though with the zoning glorious pathway, I'm kind of feeling this Hylos pick a lot.
Yeah, just trying to zone out TW up top, but now he will go hand in hand with Keyboy.
Uh-oh, Vincent again picked off, and it's as easy as that to pick Vincent off on the Alpha when you have a Cho and Aurora. That's why the Cho is so important.
Oof, look at that, Cho is going around behind, but look at this, Beloyski caught out of position, Implosion solo. Wait.
And the Project Glacier, that's the lockdown. The Bennett's Rage 2! The pickoff comp, man! When you have a single target lockdown, and then Bennett, and then Aurora, that's it, right there.
Yeah, they have so much control, but they're not committing into full 5v5 fights. They're mostly just slicing it into 2, just trying to get a pick off. One was with Dragon by Rez, and then Keyboy committing the implosion. No, Geek fam, they're in disarray.
I mean, man, these pickups are kind of unfair. It's not like Geek fam is kind of losing 1v1. It's always like a 3v1 for the members of Geek fam, so technically there's still a chance for them to kind of come out on top here. But oh, Avatar! Doesn't land.
No, Sans flickers out of it. Safe.
That's where we were looking for, right? We wanted to see the Avatar of the Guardian be used to its full potential, but instead, look at this.
Yeah.
With only a flicker, Fnatic Onic were able to get the second turret at 6 minutes. It's a very early turret.
Yeah, the Sky Kings are mad. They want to end the game as soon as possible. Look at how wrathful they are. And Keyboy hiding in the bush. Has been a quite hard game, last game for him. Not much of a Keyboy moment as we know him to be. As Geek fam, at least this time around, they want to corral and control the turtle. Fnatic Onic, they want to grasp it with 5 fingers, both hands.
Keyboy dangerously all the way in the front, but look at this.
You see the zoning from Rez and Keyboy. Alpha's very, very vulnerable. This kind of position, Vincent not going to go for the Spear of Alpha just yet. That's no! Lock them down, and wait, a Dragon from Rez to bring him in again! The Avatar of the Guardian defensively, Kyrie with a stun over to Beloyski. He will be able to escape. Veldora does too, but again, Vincent has been taken down. CW! Oh, almost went for the snipe. Almost took Beloyski down.
Ooh. Always trying to defend, but that mid tower will fall. Great value for Fnatic Onic. They have the superior rotations. Rez on the Cho, man. Despite the Gato Catcher having the global presence, you see Veldora really struggle to match his impact. He's been all across the map again and again, and Veldora, I don't know, he's just losing out in effectiveness. That's not what we were expecting with this Gato Catcher pick.
Aurora has been bullied most of the times. He's not able to sustain until the end of the team fight. Mostly defensive avatars. And so far, Rez looking to again engage forward. They have so much control. And that stuns the AoEs. It's all just putting Geek fam in check. They can't advance further. Fnatic Onic, they have the defensive line being built so far.
And with the turrets all secured from Fnatic Onic, already 4 turrets at 8 minutes. Usually you can see Chidera maybe push a bit further, but because Geek fam can't really go outwards without leaving the security of their own structures, this means that Chidera is also limited in how far it can push up due to the lack of information. They have no idea where Fnatic Onic is at all times, and it's allowing them to go for angles like this. It's weird flanks, Rez.
Here's Carry, goes pathway by Beloyski.
Guard into the back, CW with the flicker backwards. Sans, Project Glacier catching 2! No initiation, Veldora's buying a lot of time. Vincent goes in for the Spear of Alpha and will be able to get the kill down, but Veldora has been isolated, gunned down by CW, who's on a killing spree. Rez with the shampoo, gonna be stuck down as well. Kai from the side getting a boy, and Rez surviving, and SOD tanked by CW. to stop Rez from getting picked off.
Again, the Sky Kings, they raise their fortress stall. Not even Beloyski might be able to enter. And Fnatic Onic, 9-1, a dominant game. Geek fam, again reminded on how immortal, how crazy the Sky Kings are.
This is a crazy pace that Fnatic Onic is pushing onto Geek fam, man. Every single time there's any kind of resemblance of a fight, it's just going so well. And the Aurora pick is really paying dividends for Fnatic Onic, dude. Every single time there was a big attempt, the Frigid Glacier just zones the whole rest of the team so that Geek fam can't really move together as a unit. Fnatic Onic capitalizing on the fact that Geek fam operates in unity, right? Systematically S5, never really kind of segmenting themselves into smaller teams in these fights.
They're able to hit the Storm as well, or control again so much so for the Fnatic Onic Geek fam. This time, their tier 2 turret under siege!
Wow! Finds an implosion into the Frigid Glacier! On the brink of elimination, the man picks Tigreal. Kyrie with the stun, a boy low res! Goes with the Ikundo and the Way of the Dragon! Tadera spears him down, but he's lost four members!
The Guardian of the Sky Kings, the Guardian of the Empire of the Sky Kings, again showing what he is made of. Divine he is, so smooth, so sweet.
It's a wipeout to take us to Game 5.